Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about something that's poised to completely change how you work, and it's happening right inside your web browser. We're breaking down ChatGPT Atlas, and for this, we're leaning heavily on the incredible insights from consultant and researcher Dr. Vernette Grant.
And Dr. Grant just nails it with this quote. Think about it. For so long, AI has been this other thing, right? A separate tab, another app you have to open. But what if the AI isn't just something you visit anymore? What if it's the car you're driving? That's the huge shift we're digging into.
All right, so let's really get into it. The big idea here is taking AI out of its little box and plugging it straight into the one tool we all have open all day long, the browser. This isn't just about asking a chatbot a question anymore. No, this is about having a true co-pilot, something that's right there with you, thinking ahead, and even taking action for you.
I mean, just picture it. You're doing research. Instead of that tedious copy-paste marathon from 5 different websites into a Word doc, what if your browser just did it for you in seconds? That's exactly the world OpenAI is trying to build with its new AI browser, which is called ChatGPT Atlas.
Okay, so what is this thing really? Let's peel back the layers and look at the anatomy of ChatGPT Atlas, because it's definitely designed to be a whole lot more than just another browser.
So at its core, ChatGPT Atlas is an AI browser. Simple enough. It's built on Chromium, which is the same engine that powers Google Chrome, so it's going to feel stable and familiar. But here's the kicker. The real magic is what they've layered on top. You've got the full brain of ChatGPT and a brand new automation agent just built right in.
It really boils down to this 3-part formula, right? 1, you've got the AI engine. That's ChatGPT, for all the smarts. 2, you've got the Chromium browser. That's the reliable foundation. And 3, this is the secret sauce, the automation agent. That's the part that can actually do stuff for you. We're talking clicking buttons, filling out forms, the works.
So what does this actually look like when you're using it? Well, for starters, there's a chat sidebar that's just always there ready to help. Then there's this cool thing called cursor chat. You can literally just highlight some text on a page, type a command, and boom, it's rewritten or summarized. But the real showstopper, it's that agentic automation. That's what turns it from a browser into a real co-pilot, something that can tackle those annoying, multi-step tasks that just drain your day.
Okay, that all sounds cool in theory, but where does the rubber meet the road? What can it actually do? Let's talk about real-world value. And Dr. Grant's analysis is great here because it zeroes in on high-stakes fields like healthcare and consulting, where getting things right and fast is everything.
If you've ever worked in one of these fields, you know the research can be just crushing. So imagine you need to get up to speed on new healthcare regulations. Instead of blocking out your afternoon to read through dense policy documents, Atlas could literally give you the key takeaways from all of them in seconds. It could even help you prep those complicated audit forms, making compliance way less of a headache.
And this is where you really see the difference. Look at the before and after here. You go from manually digging for data to having it collected for you. You go from having 10 tabs open comparing vendors to getting an instant summary. We're not talking about a small tweak here. This is a complete workflow overhaul.
And it's not just about getting the small stuff done faster. You have to think bigger. As Dr. Grant points out, this tool becomes a strategic lever. You could use it to speed up huge projects like change management, or to prep incredibly detailed reports for stakeholders in a fraction of the time. It really changes the pace of business. But you know what they say, with great power comes great responsibility. And this is a ton of power. I mean, letting an AI browse the web for you with your data, especially sensitive stuff, yeah, that's going to require a whole lot of caution and some serious rules of the road. Dr. Grant lays out 3 big concerns that we have to take seriously. First up, privacy. Simple, right? How do you keep sensitive data safe when your browser can see and use it? Second, accuracy. We all know AI can hallucinate or just get things wrong. What happens when that error has real consequences? And third, governance. This is a big one. Dr. Grant says it's not enough to just write a policy document. No, you have to build in the safety nets from the start. Things like audit trails and making sure a human is always in the loop so you're ahead of the problems, not just reacting to them.
And that's really the billion-dollar question for any company thinking about this. It's easy to get excited about all the cool things it can do, but you have to be just as obsessed with building the guardrails to make sure it's used responsibly. The tech and the processes have to go hand in hand. Which brings us to the final and maybe most important point from Dr. Grant's analysis, because this isn't really about one new, shiny tool. What we're witnessing here is something bigger, a fundamental shift.
And here it is,
the big idea. Atlas isn't just a tool, it's a platform shift. Think about what that means. When we went from desktop software to web apps, that was a platform shift. When we went from our computers to our phones, platform shift. And according to Dr. Grant, putting a powerful AI agent right inside the browser, well, that could be the next massive one.
And here's the thing about platform shifts. They create huge new opportunities. Suddenly, there's a need for guides, for experts. Just like Dr. Grant suggests, this is a moment for consultants and leaders to step up and help companies figure this out, whether that's through training workshops, building out those safety frameworks, or completely rethinking how work gets done.
So let's leave you with this question to chew on. As our browsers get smarter and smarter, that line between what we do and what our tools do is getting blurrier by the day. So take a look at your own job, your own daily grind, and ask yourself, what part of it is my browser going to be doing next?